Several fest-goers compressed following length queues led to crowds enterprising via safety gates at a London fest. Videos and photos on public print seem to show a race via the gates and an enormous queuing of human beings hard to get in We Are Festival. Several ticket holders said Wireless One Newsbeat they left word the website out of receive in the occasion. Organizers include apologized for the problems. The couple-day fest is detained in East London, and its Saturday link-up turned on Pursuit and Statute, Bugsy Malone and Camel Fat. Eyewitnesses say a absence of wristbands intended how human beings had to queuing in hot temperature in Upminster, that led to human beings charge history personnel and in the occasion. They'd run out of wristbands at the doorway, so they didn't include SIP sign wristbands while they were producing human beings via one 20-year-old woman, who didn't wish to be mentioned, tells Wireless One Newsbeat. They weren't transferring out water supply, so everyone in the queuing for several hours didn't include a SIP. The female says she was permanent clothes human beings vomit in a enclosed off region and claims how personnel neighboring proposed no assist up the race at the gates. A obstacle got deserted in the crowds, the female following to me got hit by it and it cut a large piece out of her foot, she says. She's gone out on the story, safety ran above to her and human beings were fair charge via. They took out the impeding, spurred via safety, stamping safety, fair take everyone out in their path. She left word the fest soon subsequently and was accompanied out in a car garden by fest employees. She says while she left word, she saw ambulances and police force vans inbound on the website. In a declaration taking into account to Newsbeat, the Metropolitan Police Force told, commanders are at the position and work near organizers and London emergency facility. We are not aware of any severe trauma. Festgoer Renardo Henry, 21, passing of Birmingham for the fest and says he was permanent clothes human beings who gone out in the warmth. We were in the queuing, 4 persons human beings had compressed about us, human beings were throw up and shouting for medics, all the personnel were making was throw water supply glass container in the mob of human beings. He was as well implicated in the stampede at the fest entry. Everyone at the behind of us was fair enterprising to us, he says. I rotated about to see my friends receive crushed by some human beings. Human beings were up coming out of down there creeping and weeping since they'd been downtrodden on. It was absurd and all the safety was making was hard to shove human beings behind. But he says he and his 2 friends will back to We Are Festival on Saturday to try and get in once again for the fest's other date. The fest has put out a declaration, offer genuine apologies for nobody how skilled intermittent. Organizers as well say there'll be addition further personnel and infrastructure facilities to try and rate up the card check trial for Saturday's program.